Have a great day, Mrs. Bart, and take it easy on those sleeping pills. Alright, Mr. Vines, you're up. My name is Dr. Major Sanderson. I run a successful therapy practice for at-risk literary characters. Sometimes it's tough to connect with these characters, but I do take my work seriously in the end. Jake, it's been a long time since I've seen you. How you been?
I've been good. I've had a few articles published, and I went to Spain.
Spain? That's exciting. And I know you like to travel.
Yeah, Europe's a lot more fun when there's no artillery.
I see. And what brings you here today?
I've been feeling sort of depressed lately.
What do you think it's causing that?
I knew I wouldn't be here.
I see. And how's your friend?
Brett.
Brett, that's right. How's she been?
She got engaged.
And how do you feel about that? One of the good things about this business is that you always have a get out of jail free card.
It doesn't bother me. It's her business.
Mm-hmm. And are you interested in anyone?
No, it's complicated.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, things haven't really gone my way.
Well, sometimes things just blow up in your face, but you gotta keep trying.
I just feel like I can't.
Is it a confidence issue?
No, I mean, I can't.
Oh, well, they have pills for that now. I mean... You've been coming here how long, and you just thought to let me know that? And you don't have to whisper, we're the only ones here. I don't understand why people pay all this money and then keep secrets. You don't think you knew about the camera, do you?
You won't tell anyone about that, right?
Don't worry, I'm not allowed to tell anyone. Why did you keep that a secret for so long, anyway?
It isn't exactly something you go around flaunting.
Are you ashamed of it?
I mean, I just feel abnormal sometimes, you know? I'm incomplete.
So it prevents you from enjoying your life?
No, I enjoy my life. I really do. I get to write for a living, I get to travel, I have wonderful friends. I just sometimes feel hollow.
Well, it's good that you appreciate the breaks you've been given. I mean, not everyone gets to roam around France like you do.
Yeah, you're right. I have been given a lot.
It seems to me like you just need to focus on the positive things in your life. Focus on what you've been given instead of what may have gone wrong. Try to look on the bright side, you know? Here's my advice. Whenever you wake up, just think about all the great things that you can do that day. Stick to your plan and just enjoy the day. Fine, and some Prozac. By the way, do you know about phantom limb syndrome?
You're talking about when amputated limbs still feel like they're attached, right? Why do you ask?
Well, I was just wondering if, because, if you ever, sometimes if it's like still, you know what I'm...
Have a great day, doctor.
I try to have a good relationship with my patients. It helps to begin a dialogue. Some of the regulars rely on that a bit too much. Ophelia, you're up.
Good day, my lord.
How you doing, Ophelia? Ophelia is a basket case, but I'll never turn down a repeat customer.
Oh, my lord, I have been so affrighted.
Affrighted, huh? What is it this time?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all unbraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, ungartered and down-jived to his ankle, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking together, and with a look so piteous in purport as if he had been loosed from hell. To speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Down-jived. This seems serious. Well, this Hamlet fellow certainly doesn't seem to be all that into you.
My lord, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
Well, there are other fish in the sea.
My father is a fishmonger.
I see. Has your family situation calmed down at all?
A little more than kin and less than kind.
So, no improvement. Well, my advice would be to get away from all this. Get away from your stressors for a while. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by your family, just Find a place for yourself. Walk through the woods, meditate by the lake, etc. And also, please stop forgetting to take your meds. In hindsight, that was not the best advice.
And so I thank you for your good counsel. Good night. Good night.
Like I said, basket case. How are you, Miss Bunchen?
How do you do?
It's good to meet you. It can sometimes be hard to connect with new clients. Sometimes it's best to just spend the first visit getting context. It says here you recently became a mother. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
You look unhappy about that.
Oh no, mister. I'm unhappy about a lot of things.
Including having a kid?
Kids, actually. Twins. And I can't really say they were part of my plan.
So they were an accident?
I was 16. I met a boy named Leif, and he just swept me off my feet, but then he left me.
So, no father in the picture. What about your family? Do they support you at all?
Well, my mom had died a few months ago, and so I've been dealing with this all by myself.
Sorry to hear that. Your father doesn't know?
No, and he can't know. He would kill me.
Well, if you're so unprepared to handle this, then why did you keep the babies?
Well, I tried to get rid of them, but it didn't work.
You didn't consult a doctor?
I did, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
His methods were strange.
I'm not sure I follow you.
Have you ever heard of Hair of the Dog?
Let's move on. Do you have any siblings who could help you?
I have 4 brothers.
Have they been helping you?
Well, Vardaman, that's the youngest. He's not quite right, so I don't really rely on him much for help. And I'm sure he couldn't keep a secret. Jewel is the next youngest. He's older than me though. He ran off after Papa sold his horse. And I miss him. He was sweet when he wasn't yelling at Darl.
Darl?
Darl's the next oldest. He went wrong in the head and he's locked up now. He sort of reminds me of Papa. I guess I'm kind of glad that he's gone.
What about the 4th?
That's Cash. He's my favorite. He's so sweet and thoughtful. He reminds me of Mama. I used to love to watch him do his work.
What did he do?
He built things, and he was good at it too.
You don't rely on him anymore?
Well, he lost his leg, and he don't really build stuff anymore.
Well, we've certainly got a lot of material to work with. When are you free to come back?
I suppose I could get a sitter next week.
Good. You should definitely be back here soon. Do you ever walk up the stairs at night and expect another step? That's sometimes what this job is like. All right, Mr. Merceau, you're up. Bonjour. Mr. Merceau is by far the toughest case I've ever had. He's not sad or crazy, he's nothing. He actively avoids adding any depth to his life.
Bonjour.
So, how's life?
Purposeless.
Really? Seems like we were making progress last session with the whole existential crisis thing.
Last session, this session, what's the difference?
Well, the date, for one thing. I'm concerned that you seem to be slipping back into your same attitude that led you here in the first place.
Why does my attitude matter to you?
Because it pays my salary. But more importantly, it's my job to make you feel better and more content with your existence. I understand your mother died recently. How have you been coping with that?
It hasn't really changed my life. She hasn't been living with me for a while.
So you aren't mourning or anything?
No?
It's a little unusual, don't you think?
Why does it matter what's usual?
Because usual people don't come here. Why wasn't your mother living with you?
I couldn't afford to have her stay with me. So she moved into a nursing home, and I moved my bed into the dining room.
You put your bed into the dining room?
So my house would be smaller.
All right then. Did you go to her funeral?
Yes?
And?
And everybody cried. Is it hot in here?
Did you cry?
No, what's the point? She was already dead. She couldn't see them crying. It's really very warm in here. Are you guys hot?
Merceau is one of my more temperamental patients. Did you see her body? Did you say goodbye?
By the time I got there, it was already too late to say goodbye. Like I said, she was dead.
Alright. How's that old neighbor of yours? You always seem to like him.
His dog's dead.
Alright, Mr. Michaud, your time here is almost up. Why don't you do yourself a favor and take a nice walk on the beach with that friend of yours? I know you like long walks on the beach.
I guess I wouldn't mind taking a trip with Marie.
Making a breakthrough like that really reminds me of why I got into this business. It also reminds me of how much I want to go home each night. I flubbed the line a bit. Was that noticeable? I run a successful Have a good day, Mrs. Bond. Enjoy what you've been given. Do you know about phantom limbs?
How sick of this are you?
That's it. There's no more line.
They were
I want to get this over with so I can go home. I got one in there.
right.
Okay, I didn't memorize this line. I did, but where's that line?
It didn't work.
What's the edit?
Cut.
Twins.
It's actually.
Kids actually twins, and I can't see the real. I'm not sure I follow you.
I'm not sure I follow the next line.
Bonjour.
What was so bad about it?
She hasn't been living with me for a while.
Why wasn't your mother living with you? Why wasn't your mother living with you?
No.
I couldn't have.
It's not funny.
It's like a roller coaster.
I don't like it. Brian, stop! You're going 70 and a 30. Slow the down.
5.
70 and a 25.
Get your shit right, Madison.
Update: we might be dead by the end of this lit project. Are you crying? Yeah, we're too close.
I'm just hot. I'm sweating from my eyes.
Listen, I'm in the middle.
You alright?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, let's eat.